Yo, collect and connect. Blake and Chad.
Chad.
And Blake.
Collect
and connect.
Blake and Chad's collect and connect.
Which one?
Right. Goes Blake and Chad's. This is Blake and Chad's. This is collect and connect.
I mean, you see daily drops and people's reactions, and you know, we all get the circles of FUD and FOMO, I'm sure. But you know, the feeling I feel now with the app, the transition from KYC to now, I think we're in a good spot. What do you feel as far as the transition today?
I feel like we're right at March and April of last year, right at the very beginning, whenever I was stacking up like MC1s for 4 gems. I feel like we're at that same amount of users, active users on the app, and that the prices are super low. And if you get in and get them at the bottom, wherever the bottom is, if you pick that bottom right, whenever we get that pump and we get a big announcement or a big community update, or we get a big Pokemon drop or a new license that brings in a lot of new users, maybe even another Disney Golden Moments drop that has some great characters in it, and we get a bunch of users, if you bought at the bottom, then you're going to do the same thing that I did back when I bought in March, and then all my stuff pumped up.
Not sell? We're selling this time though, right?
We're selling.
I'm selling
know.
this time. And
I'll say that, but it's hard. It's hard to sell because you feel like
know,
it's just going to keep going.
You're a collector at heart, and we're all collectors at heart. And to let go of, I always list, and then like 5 minutes later I go delist. I'm like, I can't do it.
I do that so much. I know you're always indecisive about that stuff. And what happened with me is I'll sell at the top at the right time, but then of course I'm going to buy at the top too when I have those gems. I sold my ultra rares. I sold my Fantastic Four 13 ultra rare for over 1,000. I sold my UF4 ultra rare for over 1,000. I had all these gems, and what I do, I went and bought a Deadpool secret rare for 2,000, and it's now worth like under 300.
That's the we all did that in December and January.
Game right there.
Yeah, man.
But it was an expensive lesson I learned.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I did a couple of purchases like that, bought at the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the good old days. So we've been doing our show probably 2 or 3 months now.
A little longer.
You've been on. Have you created before VeVe, or is VeVe your creation of your channel? Like, have you done material before VeVe, or?
No, I never did any material before. I actually bought the equipment. I got a nice mic, camera, and a ring light, and I bought those because my kid told me he wanted to stream Roblox to his friends. So I thought he wanted like the whole setup. So I gave it to him one year for Christmas, and he does stream to his friends, but he does not use the camera. He does not use the mic. He just shows the picture of his screen. So I was like, I got all this equipment now, and I figure I might as well use it, get my money out of it.
There you go.
Out of the drop so far on VeVe, Chris, that you've landed, which one's been your favorite so far?
Ooh, I mean, it's probably going to be the Prize Givenchy, because I got a sub 200 serial number, but also before that drop, I told everybody to buy the rare, even though it was the rare and there were 2 ultra rares. And I said, no, don't worry about the ultra rares. Go for the rare. This is the one you want. And the retail price was 100 compared to the ultra rares, which was 50. And I happened to be right about that. And the ultra rares are the rares, the one that took off. And I did get that one on the drop for 100. And like I said, I sold it for 4,000 cash. So it worked out for me.
I should have. I landed that one on the drop, but I think I was 19 something mint is what I got. I still have it. Wish I would have sold it then.
It was up to like 7K for a while.
Oh
yeah, I was like, that's gonna keep going.
Yeah. That's all right. That's what we were thinking. We blinded at that time. We were like, go.
Definitely.
We're like, shit.
That's when I might
buy a couple days, but that's all right.
Yeah, that price is low on that Pride right now, and they're supposed to be giving an airdrop to people who hold it.
I know.
I've seen out there saying that with the rewind.
Yeah, but I don't think they replied to it yet. David, you said they know about it, but they haven't replied yet.
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna confirm with Givenchy and stuff. And
nice. Man,
these dudes are like beast mode, huh?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I think they just gonna 100% just flatline us, because I'm already flatlined with my money. But we need to get this flip in here. I mean, I know you love to promote the FOMO, and that's what we're trying to do as well. We want to get this community like you and everybody else that we can possibly show, man, because you do, I think honestly, probably some of the most work throughout the app. Yeah. So have you met anyone from VeVe yet? Like, have you been to a decon, or are you
I've
planning to go to a decon possibly? Or
I've never met anybody that uses VeVe besides, my family. And I've never been to a decon. I don't really plan on going to a decon. Maybe if they have one over on this side of the country, but California is a long way away from me.
where are you at again?
Southern Indiana.
Indiana. Gotcha. I'm at the bottom of Florida over here, so it's a little tough for me too.
And that's really far away.
Yeah.
Definitely a trek for me up in Canada here.
Oh, that's super
Faster
far away.
here, so.
Y'all are worse than I am. Are y'all going to decon, or have you ever gone to any of the decon events?
No,
We're
I haven't.
trying,
No.
man. Yeah, we have a plan to go, but hopefully, if we get a pump, that's what we're gonna do is buy a ticket with that.
Yeah.
We got a few months still to go, but we're connecting with these artists, and it'll be cool to go out there and meet. Instead of
Absolutely.
Zoom to
Yeah,
Zoom,
definitely.
chat to
Try to
chat.
do a live show or something out there.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool if like we could collab and like you go out there and like we just have a live, show with everybody, man. But
That'd be awesome.
things would have to work out really nice for all of us, I guess, on that part. But yeah,
Right.
I've been since I did this show, I went to SuperCon and I met Will Conrad. He's a DC artist, and we interviewed him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be in Miami actually this day." I'm like, "Well, that's 15 minutes from me, so I'll come meet you." And that was actually pretty cool because we got to interview him and then go meet him right away. And then what's
Very
his
cool.
name? Yeah. Chris Claremont was there, the guy who makes the X-Men.
Oh,
So yeah, so I got my Gambit signed, my NFT. I got like 3 things signed from him. So yeah, VeVe's dope, man. I really
I'll
like.
get your NFT signed.
I screenshot it. So I had the last Gambit cover that first came out, I think on the hologram comic.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I had that SR, so I screenshot it, and then I video record him signing. I'm like, "Is this your first NFT signing?" He's like, "Yeah, I've never done this before." So pretty cool, pretty cool. I got Ron English signature. We got Sket Ones. We got Chris Claremont. He got Luke Chu. So
That's awesome.
we're trying to get in there with some signatures on some NFTs, something different, But that's more or less personal until VeVe hopefully can blockchain them, So
But man, when they start doing that and you have the first NFT he ever signed, that's pretty awesome.
yeah. People are like, "Man, that's legendary." I'm like, I just really did it for, more or less for fun. I didn't think of that way, but
It is.
yeah,
Oh,
meeting
there we
Ron.
go.
Yep. Yeah, meeting Ron English and these people and like you now. I mean, like, dude, like this community, like just the connections that are made. My buddy from Canada is actually here in Miami right now, and I'm going to meet him like almost every day, just chilling. And he's from VeVe. He bought a Sket One Ting. He mailed it to my house. I brought it to him. So like that's dope. You know what I mean? That's fucking cool.
That is dope. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw y'all's interview with Sket One. That was a good one.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's fun. He's been great to chat with, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's
Really,
a
really
cool
nice
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
And when we come down to it, I mean, everyone's just like us. Man, these guys are working hard at their craft and just pushing material out and just making their name. And I think VeVe opened my eyes to all these artists. And
Yeah, these are a lot of artists I've never heard of before. I may have heard of Ron English before, but like Brian Viveros, I never heard of before. But I'm like a big Viveros fan now and a big
yeah.
Terry McPherson fan now, definitely. These are people I would never have known about or collected in the past. But now, if I was to like go into a store and see a Terry McPherson art piece on the wall for sale for $20, I'd
Instant,
definitely pick that up.
instant. Look at all. Yeah, that's what I said. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
he got the skate bags, Volcheras. It's like, yeah. I mean, that's what it's done to it. I go to I haven't been to a comic book store in 15 years at least. And I walked in the other day and just a handful of comics, man. So,
Yeah, I like that. Dude, I think it was the Omi Homies. They have a YouTube channel. They had a challenge where you would go to a comic store and try to find the physical versions of the NFTs you owned. That would be fun. I haven't done it yet, but that would be fun.
oh, I
go search
right
mine.
here.
I go search mine all the time.
Nice.
Now, never have been in them really much before. But the last year,
I hit the
definitely go in.
Grail. I hit the Grail at my comic book store.
Here it is.
Those are
X-Men
all
number 4
physicals
on the
from.
cover.
Yeah.
Nice. I figured that X-Men number 4 would be expensive.
Yeah, it's a reprint. They're all reprints.
Very cool
So
though.
I wish it was man.
Worth a ton.
Yeah. Whew. But yeah, it's fucking dope, man. I love the connections right now and all that stuff. So now you got 17K followers. You're pumping hard. You know, you're doing your daily work. What's your goals coming up as far as like where do you want to what do you want to reach out to your community in the best way possible? You know, what's your goal?
Well, I definitely want to grow my channel. I feel like YouTube is a great platform to be on right now because a lot of people are moving to YouTube because it's free and they don't want to pay cable anymore. A lot of people are cutting the old cable cord and just watching YouTube and Netflix. So I would love to grow up the YouTube channel. It was never really a goal to be a big YouTuber at the beginning. I was kind of surprised when I did the whole Clockgate thing. I got a bunch of subscribers out of that, and I decided to start going harder on it. But even though right after that, I was like, I put out a Rickroll video, like I'm not trying to be big. I will troll my own subscribers. Are you sure you want to subscribe to me? Stuff like that. I wasn't trying to be a big YouTuber, but now that we're up there a little bit, and if I can get it to keep going, maybe we get another pump for VeVe, and that's whenever you get your pump on your subscribers. If you can get up to like 40 or 50K, you can really make some big money on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's legit for sure. I mean, it's definitely opening some doors, you know. Just keep
Yeah,
pumping, dude.
like,
You're on it, bro. Go ahead, Chad.
and we've been pretty lucky too, because like even when we did our first show, when interview with Ron, I honestly didn't expect more than 10 views or so. It was just fun to do to get the chat with him, and the fact that he took the time to talk to us, that was the best part.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good interview too. There was a lot of people saw that. A lot of people were asking me about it because he was talking about the jukebox that's going to be coming to VeVe. With that, I'm really excited about that drop.
Ooh, man. Yeah, I speak to Ron still like almost every day in the background. I mean, he's like literally, I can see why David, you and this team loves this guy. I mean, he has Light Cult Crypto Club, you know, in the app. He's connecting with everybody. I mean, that
First
guy is just
1-to-1.
1-to-1 on the app. You
Right.
know, I think they helped him out because he did the Ukraine project. You know, he just hey, if you need help, I'm gonna help you guys. And then here comes David. Hey, we want to pay you back, pay it forward type situation.
Yeah, he has a really interesting life story too. I was just watching, I guess, a little small documentary about him, and I think they did mention, it might have been you guys. I don't know who put that video out about Ron English, but they did mention about the Ukraine thing, how he had noticed what was going on there, and he went to VeVe and asked them if they could do something together just to help out in Ukraine. So it was kind of like his idea because he knew some people there that he couldn't no longer contact or couldn't do business with anymore, and he was like, I got to do something about this, which is
Yeah,
pretty commendable.
yeah, it was his. I
I
think
think it was
VB had his.
Superstar Money that said that
Yeah,
when they were interviewing him the other day there, I believe.
yeah, the other
They
day.
brought that up.
Yeah, I think he had the people who's creating his jukebox are in Ukraine.
That's what it was.
So yeah, he was like, hey, you know, if they can't help me, I'm gonna help them type situation, which is like mind blowing, you know.
Definitely.
Pretty cool
So
to do.
now we're seeing David, you come back into chats and Reese and everybody because I think that KYC was they just wanted to get that shit over with. Now you can see them coming back into the community and chatting and